Welcome back again. This video will show you what is expected from your worksheets for your topic and sources. I'll move through this fairly briefly, but it should be, I hope, pretty clear. So this is the first of two worksheets. There's the second one. It could be just seen as the front and back of one sheet of paper. But here is what we have. What is your topic? How will you discuss it informatively and specific to Grand Valley? How will you argue your point persuasively and specific to Grand Valley? And then why is it relevant to this audience? So, as an example, I've put college campuses and oral communication centers like the Speech Lab. So, I'm going to start before I even answer these questions and think, does this meet the requirements that we set out with earlier? And let's go back and check what those are. Is it appropriate? Yeah, it's not going to embarrass me to talk about my job, basically. Is it controversial? It is, in the sense that these speech labs, oral centers, oral communication centers, speaking centers, they require money in order to be open. And a lot of folks would say we need to spend less money on services like that and focus more on other areas, or cut it all together and lower tuition, or another variety of potential ways that we can fund universities. So, in terms of, is it valuable to the school, that is a controversial topic. And so, I, of course, in the persuasive speech, want to show that it is. Is it timely because it is something we're dealing with now? Yes, we have comm centers and they are always having to prove themselves. Is it relevant to this audience? Yes, because you go to a school that has one. And am I passionate about it? You bet I am, because that's what I made my career. So that makes sense so far. What about these? How will you discuss it informatively, specific to GV? Well, I can talk about my speech lab, our speech lab at Grand Valley, and sort of the budget we have and how our funding is set up and what we offer to the campus. How will I argue it persuasively? Well, I would say that whatever we spend on this as a university is worth it because of the services we offer, and I'll give examples of that. And why is it relevant to your audience? Because you go to a school that has one of these, and some classes, mine, require that you go, and many classes encourage you to go. So it will work for this topic. Now, what about sources? Peer reviewed, well, this is just one that's peer reviewed. You might have a variety of these. You've got three boxes here that you can fill in your information. Again, this is just the example. But for that same idea of comm centers, I might use a peer reviewed journal article. And here it is. So I list the title. Here's the journal it was in, the author. Hey, it happens to be me, from 2019. So why is it credible? Well, because it's peer reviewed journal. How am I going to use it? Well, I'm going to talk about the ways that we work on campuses with more than just public speaking courses. And then a quotation or something specific. I will specifically include the details of how centers and other campus centers like the Writing Center can be partners and come up with workshops for classes like we do at Grand Valley. For a news source, who knows? I could probably, let me just get back over here, just do something like this. Average cost of public university. No problem. And so I'm going to go to news. College students are struggling, and that's why doubling the Pell Grant will help. Would be nice, huh? Unsustainable path. Oh, that sounds interesting. So this is going to basically tell us that how much is a college education worth, that it's charging too much and people are getting too little from it. So we might, oops. Thanks, Walgreens. We might say something like, here, according to the United States government's National Center for Education Statistics, college tuition has increased by 33% in the last 2 decades, from 18.9 and 2001 to 27.3 and 2017 to 18. There's a source, right? That's not even this news source. That's this National Center for Education Stats. The Manhattan Institute reports. What? Here's more. Wow. So, I mean, there's our statistics. So I might include those for my statistics just to talk about how much college costs. So now I still need a news source. Let me go back one and put in GVSU cost. Let's just do that. And then let's click on news. See what we get. MLive, Grand Valley State University approves a 2.4% tuition increase. So now I can use this MLive article and talk about how we have changed our prices at Grand Valley. So just like that, I mean, really, just like that, we now have a journal article, which was already there, obviously, but I'll show you how quick we could find that, or you could at least imagine how quick we could find that with college costs. Then we have two different statistics that we might use. You only need to report on one of those for this assignment. And I have my news source on there from MLive. And so, again, all you're going to do, list the source information over here, answer these questions over here. You can save this as one or two documents. I don't care how you want to do it. Submit it to the discussion board where it goes, and you should be in good shape. All right. If you have questions on this particular assignment or anything else that we're working on in here, let me know. And again, have a great 4th of July week, and I will talk to you soon.